Your Honor, my name is Ms. Veenu Nayak, and yes, I am suing Danny for $8,530 for stealing my idea of Indian spiced popcorn. I have 3 products in that, and he basically stole all my ideas and created his own company, Spicy Pops, and mine was Indian Pops, and I would like to sue him for 50% of his profits, Your Honor.
That he's made so far in the business. Okay, tell me more, Ms. Nayak. How did you meet this man? What's the relationship here?
Yes, Your Honor. So every year, once a year, I hold my annual Diwali event. Diwali, Your Honor, is similar to like Christmas or Thanksgiving. It's our festival to celebrate our culture and our food. So I really love organizing this event. I do it every year. I do it not only for my Indian friends, but also my non-Indian friends.
Sure.
Of course, my Indian friends love it because, you know, most of us have family back home in India, including myself. My immediate family is there. And so this is an event that I think of, you know, as just bringing everyone together. Also, Diwali is really significant festival, Your Honor. It's all about, you know, the darkness that exists in our lives, that exists in this world. How can we create light? So last year, I met Danny when he came to my gathering with, you know, he was my friend Catherine's date.
Okay.
And he came to this gathering, and of course I welcomed him, you know, and we spent so much time talking about our food. And you know, this is a gathering that I started a few years ago in Richmond, Virginia, and as you know, we don't have a big Indian population. So this gathering was only 5 people, 6 people at first, and now we've, you know, increased to 35 people.
Wow.
And so this amazing celebration, you know, I was just welcoming everyone, and you know, Danny and Catherine actually stayed back after everyone left, and they were there, they were talking to me for hours, and you know, Danny was just asking me all these questions about all the foods that I had prepared. Of course, my Indian, you know, spiced popcorn was one of the, you know, appetizers and delights that everyone loved. And he really kind of just kept interrogating me and asking me all these questions about my products, my ingredients, my recipe, you know, and I think I was really naive in just sharing all that information with him. Yeah, so that is.
So when did you find out, ma'am, that he had started a whole company around what you're telling the court is your Indian recipe and cuisine?
So, Your Honor, actually 1 year after that Diwali event, a friend of mine, Sandy, she reached out to me. She goes to this, you know, farmer's market weekly with her dogs, is their tradition, and she came across this company called Spicy Pops, and it sounded terribly close to Indian Pops. All my friends know how invested I am in this company, and it's my everything, it's my life.
So your company does exist. Indian Pops does exist as a company,
well,
or as a brand?
It doesn't exist yet, but
you are working on
I'm working on it, and I have a bunch of investors who are interested. I have a business plan. I have sketches of what my products would look like.
And Ms. Nayak, had you informed the defendant here around your emerging business plan? Did he know that Indian Pops was a thing?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Your Honor, she did not.
Okay. I'll be with you in 1 second, sir. Do you have any evidence? I see you've got some papers there. Go ahead and give that to my bailiff, ma'am.
Yes, Your Honor.
So I can take a look.
Thank you.
And see what we are talking about. Okay, so let's put up here on the plasma for everyone to see. This is the art, looks like, for Indian Pops. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
So this is a banana, is it?
Banana chana masala,
Chana
Your
masala,
Honor.
okay.
Yes.
So, yes, go ahead.
Oh, yes, thank you for allowing me to share about this dish. But this is a dish that I came up with, and banana and chana is like beans, garbanzo beans, and chickpea
like
beans.
a chickpea, yeah.
Chickpea beans.
Sure.
And banana and chana is a combination that you wouldn't normally think of. It's so weird.
Yeah.
But honestly, that's the best part of it. And from my, you know, grandmother, actually, I learned this blend of Indian spices that perfectly brings out and enhances, you know, the taste. And, you know, earlier, Danny just said that he did not know about Indian Pops, but as you can see, this is, you know, one of my sketches with the Indian Pops artwork on it that was emailed to him.
Okay. You went as far as after he was, you know, inquiring about your recipe, the design, the this, the that, then you actually sent him some of your work product.
I didn't send it to him taking initiative to do that. He actually reached out to me after the party. He texted me asking me specifically for the ingredients, and I believe the text messages and our email exchange is also in
my
your
evidence folder?
packet.
Okay. I also see we have the paneer Samosa?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
So the second product is paneer samosa pakora.
Okay.
And I personally love this product. It's made out of paneer Indian cheese.
Okay.
Yes, it's incredibly tasty. And then my third product
Yes.
is the chicken paprika tikka.
Yeah.
And that one everybody loves because, you know, it's really, really rich.
Right.
It's basically a blend of like chicken pieces, you know, together with this rich Indian spices
Sure.
and Indian whipping
So
cream.
these are flavors ultimately for popcorn.
Right.
Anyone else's mouth watering? I'm ready to buy some Indian pop right now.
Shut up and take my money.
Yeah, you see, the thing is, it might hurt her case because she doesn't actually have the company yet. Even after his company came out, even after suing him and everything like that, she still doesn't have the company up and running. That's probably going to hurt her case.
Okay.
Right.
I mean, listen, I have had the incredible privilege to travel to Mumbai and spend some time in Ahmedabad, so I'm a big, huge fan of Indian culture and cuisine, so this looks pretty interesting to me. I see here your ingredient list, and you have proffered all of this. So this is, you're saying per his request, you sent all of this to him?
Yes, Your Honor.
The images, the ingredients, everything. Okay, so let's get to this text here.
Yes, Your Honor.
He's saying, Vinu, it was so great to meet you. I'm thinking about making an Indian pizza.
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you please send me the ingredients and recipes for your snacks? I did really enjoy your Diwali dinner, and I'd love some inspiration. He says inspiration. That's an important word. Very specifically, he's asking you for your recipes and all the things for your snacks and the ingredient list. He sends his email. You say happy to do it. I see here you sent it. I see the attachments of the recipes and the sketches. And then you didn't hear from him again until you tell me one of your friends who frequents this farmer's market rolls up and sees this lineup of Indian spicy pop snacks that look eerily similar to what she clearly knows to be your design and your creation. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. And actually, after I sent the emails, I
Your
started
Honor,
getting
can I-
really...
Sir, you will have your day.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I started getting really anxious because I had just met Danny that night. So I actually followed it up with a text message, making sure that he doesn't share my list and ingredients, you know, with anyone else, and that nobody steals this idea, which he, like, in text.
Well, I'm seeing it right now. Yeah, you say, hey, Daniel, and I do see, let's look at the timeline here. It's actually the same day. This is within the hour. You do say, so I see your point. You probably had to kind of, your second mind, as they say, kicks in. Hey, Daniel, please don't share my ingredients and recipes with anyone. I'm really passionate and I'm moving forward with creating Indian pops, and I don't want anyone to steal my idea. Cool. You say, of course, Vinu, I would never do that. I'm just going to incorporate some of your ingredients into a pizza and see how it goes. Sounds good, thanks. Okay. And then I see two more pieces here, but you tell me, how does this cease and desist occur, and how do you end up having this last exchange via text?
Yes, Your Honor. So when I received the news from Sandy that there was a company called Spicy Pop selling my products, you know, I immediately actually reached out to Danny because there couldn't have been anybody.
So this is this text message exchange
Exactly.
here, where you say, Daniel, I saw your Spicy Pops popcorn at my friend's place. Okay, so your girlfriend was the ops, and she bought some.
Yes,
So
Your
she
Honor.
could see what's going on.
Yes,
Good
Your
for her.
Honor.
Thank goodness she had a friend doing ops for her. Without her, she probably would have never found out.
I know your secret, your dirty little secret.
Okay, she said you were selling them at the farmer's market. How's it going? Okay. Vinu, wow, thanks for reaching out. I sold all of the first batch and I made in 3 months. You say, really? How much did you make? He says $17,000 so far, and I'm going to make more soon. So this was you kind of baiting him to see how much financially he had incurred?
No, Your Honor. I was just trying to be direct and understand what is going on. Why are my products, you know,
Well,
on
now I see
his-
you're being direct. Yeah, you say that was my idea. You knew that I was planning on using my recipes for my own Indian popcorn company. You owe me 50% of your profit, and if you don't pay me, I'll sue you.
Yes.
And then no response. Okay, let me get to you, sir, because this has been quite a bit of information. What do you have to say for yourself? Because this does not look favorable to you.
Thank you, Your Honor. So this is not a linear sequence of events.
Okay.
I'd like to provide context on
Please
how
do.
this all happened. So we met at last Diwali's party. My ex, she took me there, and so she invited us over. We had a wonderful time. Vinu, she created this amazing spread of appetizers, entrees, and snacks.
Sounds
and
like
it was
any
my
good
first time.
Indian event to me. Yeah.
And it was amazing. That was my first time having Indian food.
Oh, wow.
And in Richmond, we don't get too much diverse and foods, cuisines. So
Or flavor.
I was in flavor. So I was just thrilled. So I sat down and I started talking with her, and I was like, "How do you do this? How do you put this together?" And I told her about my business. So
Well, no, I don't know anything about this. What was your business?
so I'm an entrepreneur at heart, and I have started 23 different companies, of which some of them have succeeded and some of them I let go.
So you're a serial entrepreneur. I got it. Now, what is
Entrepreneur.
this current company that you're talking about?
So this current company is a pizza delivery shop.
Okay.
So I opened it up during the pandemic. It was very successful. What we do is we make gourmet pizza. We use organic ingredients. We source it from local farmers. It works. And as I was telling Vinu, I'd like to test the waters and expand my pizza company and see if I can do some sort of Indian pizza dish, maybe a tikka masala. And
Hold on
she
one
was
second,
super
sir.
excited about it.
Hold on one second, sir. Does this track, is this consistent with what you recall him telling you that night about a pizza business? And
Yes.
that was the premise in which he was inquiring about your recipes and flavor profiles.
Yes, Your Honor, and I was under the impression that he wanted to create an Indian pizza.
Well, that's what he just said. You got the recipe.
We got the recipe.
Tell me how we get from recipes intended for pizza usage to this popcorn sitting in my courtroom today.
So the pizza flopped. No one liked it, and I bought a ton of spices, and I needed to do something with it. And as a good business person, you don't want to throw away your revenue. So
Let me guess, Mr. Sachs. Oh, what to do. Oh, what to do. I have overinvested in an untested product, and now I'm going to simply copy and paste an entire creative business plan from a woman of actual Indian descent and cultural competency to make up for my financial loss. Is that what you're about to tell the court?
She's absolutely right. Of course, it's some white dude taking a woman who is actually of Indian descent, taking her idea and passing it as his own. On behalf of all white men, I apologize.
Okay, and your intention is to do what? Produce more, sell more, and make more profit?
that is what I intended to do, yes, until I got a cease and desist.
Well, let's get to
From
that.
her.
Cease and desist letter. I'm seeing it right here. This is from the plaintiff to the defendant. This is directly from you, so I see you have not retained legal counsel yet. This is you attempting to do it independently.
Yes, Your Honor.
You have said that this is the unauthorized disclosure of intellectual property. We have reason to believe that you are in direct violation of revealing information that is deemed intellectual property of Vinu Nayak. Infringement includes stealing and sharing her Indian Pops recipes and breaching the agreement you made with her. You're talking about the oral agreement where he said he would not share with others?
The text messages.
Correct.
Your
Okay.
Honor.
It is required that you do the following: that you stop selling the Spicy Pops popcorn at the farmers market, that you sign no agreements to sell Spicy Pops online or anywhere else, and remove the advertising. What's your response to this, sir?
So, intellectual property, she doesn't have any intellectual property.
I'll be the determination of that, sir. Go ahead.
I went online and I took a combination of different recipes from websites, Indian websites, to create my own mix. On top of it, I've done my own market research and I've tested out tons of different products. And finally, like I said, the best thing to complement all of this is something light and fluffy like popcorn. So I have a trademark Spicy Pop. It's in my name and it's protected.
Let me see it, sir. Offer it up to the
so
court.
this
Give it
is-
to my bailiff.
Here's some of the evidence that I have, but it doesn't have the trademark listed.
Probably what you have, if what you mean, and please be clear, you have a trademark application submitted? Is that what you have submitted?
Yes.
Okay. You know that's not a trademark, right? Okay.
Bro didn't even complete the entire assignment. He has an application for a trademark.
Idiot.
Oh man, I swear if he wins this case, I will be livid.
I truly believe that when we're talking about something so delicious and special as this type of cultural ethnic cuisine, it is best produced and distributed by someone with the cultural competency of the origin of the product. There are always going to be those that really are, let's call them what they are, they're fans, right? That also stand to make a living, okay? So if we don't do our job and we protect our entity in a way, then this type of thing happens. At the same time, sir, you're not fooling anybody with this game you're running in here, sir. There is nothing original about this. This is clearly a copy and paste of this woman's hard-earned effort. Her failure to protect it is something she has to figure out. What won't happen today, though, is you take full and complete advantage to your own enrichment. You will only get to keep half of these particular profits because she has contributed, but sir, so have you. I rule in favor of the plaintiff for half of her demand of $8,530. That's my ruling.
Man, thank goodness he didn't win. I was ready to flip a table. Okay, of course, he did the market research, he tested different ingredients, whatnot, I'll give him that. But it was literally all her idea. And she explicitly said don't share it with anyone or anything like that in her text messages, so I think this is the correct ruling. What do you guys think about the judgment? Do you think it was too much, too little, or just right, or let me know your thoughts? Let me know. Love ya.
I know your secret, your dirty little secret.